Welcome back to JC Productions. This is episode two. We have two topics for y'all today. We're going to talk about the NBA playoffs, what's been happening so far, and what we think is going to happen. And then our next segment is going to be talking about the NBA draft.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's been a crazy week with basketball, so yeah, we do have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get into it. So, for the first topic, how do you feel about the 76ers? 3-1 comeback versus the Celtics, the two seed. Like, what do you think about that? I don't think anyone saw that coming.
Yeah, it is. It's been wild to say the least. You got to remember the Celtics. I think they were the two seed, and they've been in playoffs. I think for about 11, 12 years straight, and they are one of the best teams in the East. They've been dominating year after year after year, and you can tell with players like Tatum and Brown. The Sixers are coming in as they were coming as a seventh seed, and Joel Embiid just came off injury, and he just had like surgery. So yeah, it's been really crazy.
Yeah, I think the whole Embiid story is kind of crazy because he had a surgery actually in Houston, and then a couple weeks later he was out in the playoffs, and then you kind of see his impact because like game one, he wasn't playing and they lost by 32, and it kind of looked like it was going to be a sweep.
Yeah, like without Embiid for the first three games, like I don't know, you wouldn't know how they would respond, but they responded well whenever Embiid came back.
Yeah, and then Boston won like game three and game four, and then he came back from game four. He came back for game four, and it's 3-1. And at this point, you're like, it's clear that they're gonna lose. But did you think they were gonna come back when you were watching, or did you even watch the series?
Yeah, I watched the series, and to be honest, no, I didn't. I think most people didn't too. Like even with Embiid, he had like 26 and 10 points in that game, even when they were blown out. So like, I don't even really feel like it mattered, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's just crazy. Like three straight wins, and your first one like is in Boston. I think that's harder than most people think. Like a 3-1 comeback is already hard, but winning three straight in Boston is just kind of ridiculous. And then going home, you only had one home game in this 3-game stretch. You went home in the middle, and then for game seven you're back in Boston, and then Embiid goes out and has 34 points, then 12 rebounds and 6 assists. I think that's just honestly just insane to me. Like when Embiid is healthy, he's up there for like one of the best in the league.
Yeah, you don't really see it often where teams come back from a 3-1 deficit. Like it's really rare. And then for them to go and win the game seven on a road against a tough opponent like that. And I think the last time to do that was 2016 Cavaliers with Braun and them. So like in the history of the NBA, I think it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I kind of touched on it earlier, but like Embiid, honestly, the only critique about Embiid is his injury history. Like all throughout his career, he suffered through injuries. You can't really rely on him when like throughout the season. He's like guys like Kyrie and Kawhi. He's one of those players where if he's there, he's really good, but you don't know if he's gonna be there because he's always injured. And do you think him coming back like post surgery and helping with this 3-1 comeback kind of trades that like changes that narrative?
Um, I don't know. I feel like Embiid is just one of those players where it's just been like every year something happens to him. Like he's always getting injured. He always gets like these torn ligaments, like these fractures, and like the list goes on. So like when he got hurt, like I think people were just like, "Oh, here we go again," and Embiid getting hurt. So I don't think like it's. I think they're just more or less the same team with or without him.
Yeah, it's pretty much expected at this point. You're gonna know Embiid's gonna be out for a majority of the season. Kawhi's gonna be out for a majority of the season, and it's pretty much tradition at this point.
Yeah, it's true. Like I don't know. I felt it felt kind of different this time. I guess like in the past, Embiid would just like if he gets hurt for something small, he would just miss a spree of games. But now like it kind of feels like he's kind of like pushing through it a little bit more. Like I think after game four, I was scrolling on Twitter like after they were down 3-0, and he was like he said like you gotta like go through a couple of days where you feel like bad for yourself almost, then it's just right back to it. Like it's like a pattern. Like you just get back into the group of things. I think like that's really the mentality you have in the league and the playoffs when you're going against teams like the Celtics and you're playing against guys like Tatum, who are like all stars and like MVPs, like you know what I mean, like Finals MVPs and I think like he just has a different mentality now.
Yeah, I think like we kind of talk about it in class, like the resilience of it all. Like it's hard to come back from an injury, and it's hard to recover from multiple injuries, and it's some of them are still lingering on him. And I mean, we talk about it in class all the time, like the resilience of the people in New Orleans after Katrina. Like that's kind of what it reminds me of with Embiid, and he just comes back through the hardship and comes and helps with this 3-1 comeback. And I kind of wanted to, we're going to have a little interview section. I kind of wanted to get some other people's thoughts on it. So we went over.
So what are we talking about?
All right, guys. So I want to get y'all's thoughts on the first round of the NBA playoffs. Like, what are y'all's hopefuls? Who do y'all think's going to win overall? And kind of your thoughts on it.
I mean, early prediction for me, who's going to win the whole thing, the chip, the Spurs. Solid. It's solid. Because once they go against OKC, the Lakers are going to lose. Unfortunately, they had an amazing first round. LeBron is him. Let's be real.
It's LeBron.
LeBron outscored SGA in the first game.
I thought that's because he has to.
Okay, yeah, he does, and he did.
Can we do a public execution of Austin Reeves?
No, fuck that guy.
Oh, are you serious?
Can we say?
Sorry, I forgot we were recording.
No, you can bleep it out.
We can bleep it out. It's chill.
If it's not the Spurs, I would say a close second comes, Mr. Ant-Man, bro. I really fully believe that Ant-Man gonna take some shit.
Did you see they lost by
got blown
45
out.
points?
They got
last
blown out
night?
last night.
Bro, his knee still messed up.
Yeah, but like that one
He's
game
going
was
too hard.
historic and great, and then that's gonna be it. Like,
I feel like Ant-Man gonna make some shit.
Yeah, so it's crazy. The draft lottery literally happened today, and we see that the Washington Wizards got the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah. I mean, the Wizards honestly have just been pretty much my whole life have been struggling, and I think it's good for them they get the number 1, and I think we all know who they're gonna draft.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it should be DeBonsta, AJ DeBonsta. I think he should be the clear pick. I don't know. Also, did you see in the draft lottery when John Wall was there to represent them to get their pick?
Oh yeah, that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, everyone's talking about AJ. I mean, but he's 6'9" and average 29 or 25 a game. It kind of reminds me of almost like a slimmer LeBron. You see how he's like his athleticism is like through the roof, and he was 19 doing that, and you just don't see that every day. I mean, he's 1 year older than me, and he's out there leading a high-level D1 team into March Madness. Even though they came up short, he still showed up.
Yeah, I think it's hard to really find a player like AJ DeBonsta. Like we see slimmer forwards like him. In the past, you have guys like Kevin Durant, who are able to be efficient scorers. AJ DeBonsta shot around 51% up front of the field. So he's really all the boxes really check for him. I think whoever bets on him and whoever takes him with whatever pick, he could be first, second, or third. I think they're getting a future Hall of Famer,
And to be honest, like from the start of the season, I didn't think it was going to be AJ. Kind of the talk of the town really was Darren Peterson out of Kansas, but he had his struggles. But like, what do you think happened there?
I just think it was like really just an uneven year whenever he was at Kansas. There was questions about his accountability, his shot selection, everything really on and off the court. Was he really mentally there? Was he like, I don't know. I think it really wasn't a bad year, but it wasn't a dominant year to where he should be locked in as a number 1 overall pick, like we've seen in the past. As Cooper Flag is the consensus, LeBron is the consensus number 1 overall pick. But now with Darren Peterson, there's just some hesitation.
Yeah, Yeah, and then, like in your opinion, who do you think's going number one, AJ or Peterson?
To be honest, I think I would take AJ with the number one overall pick. Like I said before, we see how these slim forwards are able to translate into the league and how they are really dominant and how that's really the go-to.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I mean, you really can't teach athleticism. Like he's jumping out the gym, he's strong when he finishes, and it's honestly just fun to watch a guy that athletic just kind of just take over the game. I mean, he wholeheartedly carried BYU like in March Madness. He can take over the game. It's gonna translate to the pros, and I think he should be the number one pick.
Yeah. Either one, Peterson or DeBonsta or Boozer, I think you can't go wrong. These guys are highly skilled athletes, highly skilled basketball players, and all of them are going to be all stars, going to be pros, and they're going to do well in the league.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. But I think that's pretty much all we had for today. It's been a good one. You know, playoffs were real crazy. I mean, it's still going on, and I'm excited to see who's gonna win. But I think it's a good time for NBA fans and just fans of sports in general.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Playoffs are crazy. This draft class is absolutely loaded. So as an NBA fan, I'm excited to see the future of the NBA.
Yeah. All right, that's all we have for you guys today. Tune in for episode 3, but we'll see y'all.